Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the flag of our country is before us. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated for this morning's announcements.
Gotta have heart, miles and miles and...
Good morning, Hawks. Today is June 1st, and it is the 50th Haworth Homeroom. You heard it here first. We have joined together to create 50 Haworth Homerooms. That's pretty incredible. That also means that together we have participated in 50 days of learning, 50 days of connecting virtually, and 50 days of working together during this unsettling time. It's not been easy, but as a community, parents, administrators, teachers, we have worked together to get through these first 50 days of remote learning. I cannot believe that it has been 50 times that I've had said, "Good morning, Hawks." And I think I mentioned last week that, these morning announcements in the beginning were not really easy for me. I had to learn new technology. I had to get comfortable being on air like this. And I really had to have my family members help me in the beginning put together the morning announcements as well as to tape me every day. And I think that's the case for many of you too. Many of you had to learn new technology. You had to get used to being on Google Meets, Google Hangouts, and Seesaw. And we also had to include lots of our family members in the videos that you submitted, and even teachers, including their family members during their live lessons. So we did this together as a team, which is a great example of this month's Kids with Character theme of teamwork. So thank you. Thank you for connecting with me for the first 50 days of remote learning. And good for us, we did it together. 50 days of Haworth Homeroom. So, we have one birthday to celebrate in Haworth today. Birthday goes out to Christopher Stamatici in grade 6. Now on to jokes. Boys and girls, the mystery artist has struck again, and he or she has submitted some artwork that has a summer theme to it. Also, the mystery artist has told me that he or she will give us one more artwork in the next coming weeks, and she or he will reveal who they are. Take a look at this. We have a Kids with Character submission from Dr. Hughes. And Dr. Hughes writes, "Well, I know the Kids with Character Award is usually for students. I have a couple of people we need to honor. I would like to nominate Miss Noah Weil and Miss Tina Stratton for their outstanding teamwork with us this year. Given the extraordinary circumstances of the pandemic and distance learning, they have been nothing but supportive of the school and our administrative team, the entire team. From helping to work with me directly during the weekend that school was closed, helping to strategize how best to communicate with parents, to helping to organize a robust enrichment program to support student learning during school day, afternoons, and during breaks. The support of the HHSA has been simply outstanding, and both leaders were instrumental in helping to make it much better for our students, our teachers, and our community. No matter when we called on the HHSA for support, They were there at each opportunity, always asking what else they could do. I can think of no more deserving people to exemplify teamwork. And I could not agree more. 10 weeks ago, Mrs. Stratton and Miss Wild jumped right in and joined our team in helping to move our school forward. I'm so happy that they are being honored for their hard work and dedication to our school, our teachers, and most important, our students. Thank you, Mrs. Wild and Mrs. Stratton. Time for virtual high fives. Put your hands up. Nick Bevilacqua, Jack DeZerga, and Mike Angeli. High five. Happy 50th Haworth Homeroom, Hawks. Make it a magnificent Monday, and remember, Haworth has heart.
It's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. First.
Hi everyone, today is episode 50. That means we've done 50 of these Haworth Homerooms, and they're each about 25 to 30 minutes. So that means we've done about 20 to 25 hours worth of original content. It's just crazy to me. We started off learning about the importance of yoga and staying mentally fit. We did a lot of yoga. We also worked at making our rooms the best possible workspaces, and I remember a lot of you sent us pictures of those spaces to contribute. We shared with you our homes and some of our puppies and some of our pets. You met Pringle, and we met a lot of your pets as well. You also sent us tons of videos of you doing crazy things, from dancing to TikTok. We celebrated World Down Syndrome Day. We also did a lot of singing and musical pieces. This family is going to be highlighted again today because this is one of my favorite videos from the entire time. We also created 2 hashtags for our town, Haworth United and Haworth Strong, to symbolize how well we were pulling together as a community. And speaking of pulling together as a community, we celebrated everyone's cultures for almost 2 weeks. It was an amazing opportunity. We met Wayne's daughter as she worked out with us. We also were highlighting a lot of student work. Miss Voigt did a great job with that. And throughout the past few months, each of you has contributed in some way. I taught you about how to bring augmented reality into your living room. Here's an example of a shark that's right by my head. I also taught you a little bit about making bread and how yeast work in a sourdough mix. We were visited by a mystery artist. I still don't know who it is. We also had some live concerts, and here's two professional musicians. We celebrated student cultures. Here's a student concert that you guys put together. For us, this was our first Forte Friday concert, and many of you taught us how to cook. We also celebrated some of our care providers, and they celebrated us. They reminded us that they're actually doing their work so that we can stay home and stay safe. We also celebrated all of the other people who are contributing to our society right now, from the firefighters and police to the people in ShopRite who are checking out our groceries. There are so many people giving back in our community. That's really amazing. We've been visited by 2 trainers, Wayne and his daughter. We've learned the joy of Google Meet and Seesaw and Google Classroom, and we've become experts in so many things digital, it's amazing. We've been supported by Ms. Schmaller and her team of child study team members and Dr. O'Reilly. We've also taken it upon ourselves to donate tons of PPE to the local hospitals. Whatever we had, we donated, and it was a way to give back, and we're really grateful for doing that, and we're hopeful that everything calms down and everything goes back to normal, but we're happy that we could contribute. We had tons and tons of food competitions. We actually had 9 episodes. And as we got towards spring break, we re-envisioned what education looked like. And we worked more with the teachers, and they worked with us, and we came up with the idea of Forte Fridays, and we also started to look at when best to use the different tech tools. So as we went through this process, our teachers became better, our students became better, and our parents started to understand it more. It's been a challenging time, no doubt, but as we've progressed, we've become better and better. We learned a lot about baking and cooking. Here's my Bavarian pretzels. We celebrated World Autism Awareness Day by wearing blue and celebrating that day. Miss Voigt brought all sorts of great announcements and character ed ideas and awards, and talked about how Haworth has heart always. And we had great slogans that we brought up, and we cooked again. We constantly were cooking, we were constantly learning, and we did a lot of working out and playing music. Some of us even got new puppies and new pets. Others started to work out and get in shape. We had a number of wonderful enrichment activities. One was learning about electric vehicles and how they work. I even took you out on my electric boat on the lake. We spent almost an entire week talking about local heroes in Haworth, everyone from somebody who makes a personal difference and connection to others, to providing masks for those that need them, to feeding all of the healthcare providers that we were doing for a while, as well as the importance of helping the food insecure by donating to the local food pantry or the Center for Food Action in Englewood. Really amazing things happening locally in Haworth that I was happy to celebrate with everybody. We met Wayne's other daughter. We also celebrated Character Ed Awards throughout 2 of the months. And it's so important that this continued because I think that our students really get a lot out of this. We spent a week actually looking at Special Education Week in New Jersey and finding out about celebrities that have actually had learning challenges and how they overcame them. We kept getting better and better at our cooking competitions. We had students who honored our teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week, and we had teachers who made great strides to actually help our students be engaged in the learning. Here's Mr. Dorn with the beginning of the Haworth torch ceremony, the Haworth Olympics. And you also carried the torch as well, as you made art projects and you created videos of you participating in the Olympics. We celebrated Memorial Day together. I took you on virtual tours internationally, nationally, all around the world. We even took a virtual reality tour through Manhattan all the way to Haworth. I showed you how to use virtual reality art, and we actually looked at what professional artists made, and you made tons of art for us, and you've shared it on the morning announcements and with Miss Voigt. She gave you tons and tons of Kids with Character awards as you were nominated. Each day, our head custodian has changed our bulletin board. I don't know if you noticed, but at the beginning of every Haworth Homeroom, we have a different bulletin board that's just positivity and a way of showing that we care from the school. And Mr. Turner's done a great job with that. We celebrated National Principals Week. We invested in the stock market, 100,000 virtual dollars, if you will. And in many cases, we're out competing college students, high school students in northern New Jersey. So those students who did the stock market game really did an amazing job. We also looked at mental health and the importance of it and some strategies to stay mentally healthy. Some of those strategies involved me sharing with you a couple of my lake paddles in local lakes around my house. Just perfectly silent, really enjoyed sharing that with you. We also learned about current events such as the space travel that just happened this weekend. Really amazing. So in 50 days, in 50 Haworth Homerooms, we've done so much. We've actually given you 110 videos. We've done 50 Haworth Homerooms and 60 enrichment, learning, and resource videos. We've made 130 dishes in 9 episodes of the cooking competition. We've learned how to bake homemade pretzels, raise sourdough starter, make hummus, and a variety of other recipes. We did 2 almost live concerts, and we have 3 more scheduled this week alone. We have the recitals for Miss Kenny. K through 2 is Wednesday night, 3 through 5 is Thursday night, and 6 through 8 is Friday night. So make sure to tune in for those. We had about a dozen guest speakers. We've had a yoga instructor, 2 personal trainers, and financial advisors, each of which contributed to our enrichment program. Our HHSA also had all sorts of programs set up for everything from STEM to making things to working with a chess master type of training. It was very cool. We are virtually investing in the stock market, doing challenging maker activities, learning chess, and learning Photoshop. All of those things have occurred in the past couple of months, and it's been pretty amazing. As we get towards the end, it will be winding down. We only have a few more weeks left, but keep learning, keep growing, and keep being involved. It's great to see everybody learning and growing. And as you watch the 50 episodes, it's amazing to see everything that we've done together as a school and a community. So bravo, and enjoy the rest of this episode. You will see some flashbacks in this episode and some favorite moments. So enjoy.
Sean.
What's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
I got it. I'm about to teach you how to take any quarter and make it come right out of a phone.
What?
This one's really easy. All you need is 2 photos. One of a quarter with a black background, and then just a black background. Take the quarter, put it behind the phone, have both of these photos ready, start on the quarter, and all you gotta do is slide, and it'll go onto the black photo. And that's how you can make it look like a coin gets out of a phone.
Sean. Teach me a magic trick.
I got it. I'm about to show you how to take any straw and make it levitate. This is actually really easy. All you need is some tape and a straw. What you wanna do is get a piece of tape, place it on the straw, and attach it to one of your fingers, and you just move this finger around. From the front, it looks like this. Whoa.
Sean.
What's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
Oh, I got it. I'm about to show you how to take any coin, put
Put it inside your hand like that.
and make it vanish. This one's really easy. The coin is actually right here. And all you're doing is when you close your hand and you're putting the coin in, you just redirect it to the back of your hand. It vanishes, and because it's on the back, you won't see it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zoe Shag, and this is my family.
Hi.
Today, we are going to be playing the song called Coronavirus that we made, and we are going to be playing it for you. Ready?
What to do when the virus hits you hard? You stay home and you stay strong. Play all the instruments you can and sing all the songs you want. We will get through this as long as we have each other, 'cause Haworth has heart.
Bye.
There's 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket, or fighting a mummy, or climbing up the Eiffel Tower, discovering something that doesn't exist, or
Hey guys, so my name is Laura Wooten, otherwise known as Yogi Woo, my new name. And I'm here today with Evan, who's in 4th grade, and Daniela, his mother, and
Dr.
you might know this guy back here. So we're gonna do a gentle session today. You're welcome to be seated for this one. You can see Evan and I are sitting crisscross applesauce, but there's also an option to sit at the edge of your seat with your feet planted. And when your feet are planted, you can just have them a little bit apart and make sure that your feet feel really nice and grounded. And you'll sit a little bit forward. So if you're in that option, you'll sit a little bit forward so that your hips also feel grounded on the seat. So we're gonna start today by just resting our hands. You can rest them somewhere onto your thighs or onto your knees, whatever feels comfortable. You can have the palms facing down, and then close your eyes. And not doing anything just yet. Simply notice what your breath feels like coming in and out. In our practices, we'll mostly be breathing in and out through the nose, but there are some breathing exercises we'll do where we incorporate mouth breathing. For right now, just breathe in and out through the nose if that feels possible for you today. And maybe let your breath get a little bit longer, a little bit more full. And as your breath gets more full, let your belly be soft with your breath. Notice how your belly rises and falls. So a lot of what we do in our yoga practice is we connect to our breath because the experience of the breath coming in and out is always present. Unlike the mind, right? Our mind is always looking forward and back. So we anchor our practice on our breath to help us come out of that constant whirling of the mind. Just take 2 more breaths here. And then you can float the eyes open. So sometimes things like that happen where your phone goes off while you're practicing, and that's okay. It's part of the practice because we have this concept that yoga has to be perfectly silent and still, but that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're learning to be okay with all of the fluctuating circumstances that are happening around us all the time. So our first breathing exercise we're going to do is going to incorporate a little bit of mouth breathing. It's called lion's breath. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. You get to make a silly face. And then one of the benefits of doing this on camera is that no one's going to see you. Sometimes people get nervous about that in class. So what we're going to do to start is you're going to bring your hands out to the side. You're going to have them in a gentle fist like this. And we're going to make a face. So I'll do it once and then I'll walk you through what it'll look like. You're going to take a breath in. And then on the exhale, you're going to open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and spread your hands wide like that. So we're stretching the hands and we're releasing jaw tension. We're releasing tension in the tongue. This is a great thing to do in the morning. It also helps to release some of the stale air that's in the lungs. So we're going to do that. Let's do 3 together. So we're going to take your fists at the sides here. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale. Good. One more time. In. And exhale. Good. And then release your hands back down. Close your eyes one more time and pause a moment. So these moments when we pause, we tune into what that feels like in the body. Notice the sensations through your chest, through your throat, through the nose even. And just observe what you feel. And then float the eyes open. And we're going to roll a little bit through the neck. So I'm going to say things like inhale this and exhale that. If you're not doing it exactly the way I say it first, it's okay. We're just trying to cultivate an awareness of the fact that we're breathing mindfully as we do these things. So you'll take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. And then inhale, roll your head over towards your right shoulder. Your ear will be right over the shoulder. And then as you exhale, roll back down to center, chin towards your chest. And inhale, roll over to the left shoulder. And exhale, back down to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to center. And this time, inhale to the right and stay there as you exhale the breath. Pause here. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. The head is heavy. Relax your jaw, maybe part your teeth. You can stay just like this. You might reach your left hand a little bit out to the side. You could ground that down onto the couch if you're on the couch, or you could just let it be in the air if you're on a seat. Take a deep breath in and out. Again, in. This time, sigh it out. If you stretched out that left hand, release that first. And on your next inhale, very slowly draw the head up to center. Exhale the breath and pause here with the eyes closed. Notice what that feels like. Notice if you can feel a difference between the left side and the right. And take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale, roll your head over towards your left shoulder. And exhale, pause there and breathe. Relax the shoulders. Relax the muscles of the face and the jaw. Maybe part the teeth. You can stay just like this, or you could reach your right hand a little bit out to the side. Take a full breath in and out. Take another breath in and then sigh it out. And on your next inhale, slowly draw the head up. Exhale the breath, release your hand and just pause. Notice how that feels. You can float your eyes open. We're gonna do shoulder rolls. So you're gonna inhale, roll your shoulders up, and then exhale back and down. So inhale forward and up, and exhale back and down. Just keep going like that. Remember, if the breath is not exactly what I say, it's okay, right? It's just as long as you're breathing mindfully. And we'll switch and go the other direction. So you're gonna go inhale back and up, and exhale forward and down. And just do one more like that. And then you can release and pause. And just notice if you tensed it all in your hips. Relax your hips, relax your thighs. Soften your belly. And take a full breath in, draw your shoulders up by your ears. As you exhale, sigh and drop. Again, inhale up. Exhale, sigh and drop. One more time, inhale up. And exhale, sigh and drop. Good, and you can float your eyes open if you haven't already. Bring your hands together at heart center. So at the end of a yoga practice, we say a word that's called namaste. There's lots of different ways to translate this, but the essence of it is basically the light within me honors and recognizes the same light within you. And so we'll finish our practice today by saying together, namaste.
Namaste.
Of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. First you gotta have